Lillian the Waters in the voice of revelation. Living waters. The purely spiritual. December 1, 1944. It is apparent that a definite advance has begun toward the purely spiritual. Today, there are those who are ready to give up labor and struggle to demonstrate health, wealth, and happiness, for acceptance of the absolute truth that we are not flesh, matter, but spirit. Romans 8:9. These lessons can reveal understanding to those who have not studied metaphysics, as well as to those who are now ready to expand beyond it. Those who call themselves human beings cannot find a solution to their human problems. No remedy for the limitations of a flat earth could be found by those who lived as part of it. When they discovered the earth to be round, not flat, an altogether new viewpoint opened to them. Then the limitations of a flat earth were automatically lost sight of. Exactly so with the limitations called sickness, sin, sorrow, want, and war. They too shall be done away with effortlessly for him who knows himself to be spirit. If fear and trouble could be healed each time a need arose, we would never know ourselves and our world to be completely perfect here and now. The promises of safety, security, peace, and immunity are found to be sure and certain by those who receive or accept the light that one being alone is present, the infinite I. He, I, shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Job 5:19. Why continue to believe in mortals when I am all of all? Why persist in accepting 2 powers, 2 worlds, when there is none but me? Why carry on with misconception when I am the only mind there is? Why struggle and labor to put on or emerge into perfection when perfection alone is present? The Vedas declare that reality comes not by mental gymnastics, but by pure love and devotion to the One. They teach that the bliss of self is always with us, and we will find it if we will seek it earnestly. We are ever the Self, the Absolute. The essential purpose of the Vedas is to teach the nature of the One Selfhood and to declare with authority that this is our Self, that we shall realize perfect peace, serenity, and bliss by constant devotion to the Self, which has no opposite. It is true that if we continue to accept but the one self, the one I, this spiritual awareness will bring us infinite calm, peace, and happiness. We see and we know, we love and we exist as this self itself. Continuing in the knowledge that one self and one world is now present. This reality becomes natural to us, clear and certain. Our realization of God as our being, mind and world is God consciousness. In the one infinite, there is no evolution of other beings, other minds, other consciousnesses. Equality cannot be found elsewhere than in our awareness that we are the infinite one. Detach yourself from the doctrine or belief that this world is not God's world, that we do not possess now the mind of God, and that we must evolve into perfection and reality. Perfection of the One never changed. It is always here. Quotes: rely with all your heart on the eternal and never lean on your own insight. Have mind of Him wherever you may go, and He will clear the road for you. The eternal will be your protection and preserve you from all danger. Proverbs 3, 5, 6, 26. Moffat translation. The unconditioned absolute. February 17, 1945. Inner illumination. We should be devoted to the one selfhood as our only self, and never think for a single moment that we are another. Our self is our all-seeing eye, our all-hearing ear, our all-knowing mind, our almighty Savior, our infallible illumination. When one adopts the idea that he must bring truth into expression, he overlooks the fact that the self is mind and manifestation as one. Place not the spiritual and real on one side as God and truth, and on the other side see a body to be healed or thoughts to be overcome. This plainly represents the city or house which, divided against itself, shall not stand. Matthew 12:25. The very word demonstration is thought of as the practice of truth over error, the use of truth to heal disease, sorrow, or sin. Often one sets out to demonstrate truth in his affairs. He should know spiritually that harmony and wholeness already exist as the one selfhood, unchanging. Healing should not be thought of as a removal of something discordant, but as the joyous acceptance of that which we know to have ever been our perfect selfhood. Through illumination, we know that perfection is what one is, not what he may attempt to demonstrate. Truth is the manifest, without beginning or end. To those of inner illumination and understanding, the Absolute is the unconditioned. Until this knowledge comes to one, that all is the one being and the one existence now, he will need to continue his effort to overcome difficulties. To the perfect self, there is no such thing as matter or material life. One would need to designate something as matter before practicing a denial of matter. Denial of a thing admits belief in it. One of the old sayings of the East is that Satan is the science of demonstration. It is plain that should one say, I will now demonstrate my good, he must first assume that this good is not already present in his mind and world. The knowing of the truth, that he is the one selfhood, is quite sufficient for his freedom from limitation. As a human being, one seeks and prays for the things which are already his as spiritual being. He can be delivered from a dream by waking from sleep, and by the same token, he can be delivered from the belief in mortality by accepting the glorious light that he is present here and now as the true and the real. Wholeness is not reached through healing, nor perfection gained by regeneration. Attainment is the opening of one's eyes to see what has always been present, like standing still in his own identity, beholding himself as he is. Quotes, Blessed are the meek, Matthew 5:5. One is not meek who strives or struggles to do something with the truth, whether to heal someone, overcome something, or bring the perfect into manifestation. Meekness is knowledge that already we possess all, for already the one being is the whole of us. The meek are they who know they possess everything in their own being, and that they are without personality of their own. They know that the Absolute One is not only the mind of all, the life and being of all, but that the Absolute is their whole existence, their only world.